This is the Russian Dynamite, Masha Slamovich.
Becca here.
This is not America's sweetheart, Davian.
It's Billy Starks. And
the super fly guy, Trayvon Jordan.
This is the fly side flyer, Jalen Brandon.
Hardcore Princess, Jules Malone.
Hi there, this is the Bubblegum Princess, Alexia Nicole.
This is the Brazilian Wonder Woman, Christy Jane. This is the baddest black belt, Chennai Kai.
This is Kid Bandit.
The smash hit Joel Bateman.
This is Robin Renegade.
Cody Hawk.
Brutal Bob Evans. And you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment, one of my favorite podcasts in the whole wide world.
Hello, it's Piper Sweet, and you're watching Wrestling with Entertainment.
Hello, and welcome to the show. It's Wrestling with Entertainment, the only audio experience on the web today, the trusted choice for interviewing all your favorite wrestlers every Tuesday and Wednesday on YouTube and Castbox, sponsored by Rogue Energy and Player One Coffee. I'm, of course, your host, James J., and it's a great day for wrestling, because we are wrestling with Piper Sweet. How are you today, Piper?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm just having a dinner right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm listening.
And where can we find you event-wise next?
You can follow me on my social media, on my Instagram. I'm mostly active on Telegram, but I mostly do it in Russian, so it doesn't make any sense. But now we are working on sending my merch worldwide, and if you want, you can try to take a risk and buy it.
And what is your handle on Telegram?
You can find me anywhere as Piper_IWF.
Okay, and we can get Piper Sweet merchandise directly through you?
What?
We can get merchandise if we message you.
I'm sorry, it's lagging very much for some reason. The app doesn't work without VPN.
Okay, I got it.
And yeah.
We could get your we could buy your merchandise through you. If we message you, you can send it. Okay.
Yeah, just DM me.
Perfect. And you don't have to go looking for it. All of the links to all her social media will be in the description of the video below, but on YouTube and Castbox. Alright, let's get into it. You work for IWF. Can you tell us about your relationship with the company?
Well, I've been wrestling for the IWF since 2018, and I actually started there. I came through the wrestling school and everything, and we often say that IWF is not just a company, it's more like family, because a lot of people there know each other for a very long time, more than 10 years and everything. And I'm really grateful to everyone there and really respectful to everyone.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but today, February 15th, actually marks 5 years of Piper Sweet as a pro wrestler. Correct?
Oh yeah, yeah. Uh, I've started I've became a wrestling training in 2018, and I've made my debut in 2020, as I remember.
And I would say that we're getting a new version of Piper Sweet in 2025. No,
Uh, and you what?
a new version. You've changed
Um,
your your gimmick slightly. No.
um, um, I've changed a lot since that time, I guess. I've started as a face, first of all, and the character was really uh, nice, cheerful, and I don't know, like just a typical baby face. And I'm getting more and more maybe cruel and bad and everything. And I kind of like it. And I really think that the your character at your debut should be really simple. Then you have more. Uh, you can develop in mm, much more. I don't know. I think you get me.
Yeah, no, I understand. Well,
I think you get me. Yeah.
you at first you kind of look like a Sailor Moon Sailor Scout, and now you have the spiky hair and you have the colored contacts. What kind of made you make these changes?
What What is the question?
What uh what kind of caused you to make these changes? Like they seem like a lot different from what you were doing.
um, well, honestly, I started as face because the promoter want me to be a face. I was younger, my face looked cuter, I don't know, and they just told me that I'll be a good guy, like, and that's it. And now uh, my character is more my about real me. I don't know. Uh, we can't be what we actually are in our common life, but you can be uh, anyone you want in the ring. And I think it's just more about my real self, maybe.
Okay. And you are an IWF Women's Champion, a two-time Women's Champion. What is it kind of?
Um,
What does it mean to you to hold that championship?
uh, First of all, it's a lot of responsibility because when you get the title, it means that uh, the promoter thinks that you could you can be a champion, you can handle it, and it's your chance to uh, to do your best to sell yourself as a really good performer. And yeah, it's pretty much about responsibility, first of all.
What were some of the differences you saw in yourself between your first run as champion and your second run?
The difference is huge. The first run wasn't really good, I think. Um, by my opinion, it's just it was made kind of wrong because I took the title as a face, but then I uh, slightly heel turned, and fans didn't know how to react at me. They were mostly confused and concerned. Um, and sometimes it was really uncomfortable to work because of it. Because you cut a promo, you uh, tell them that they're jerks and everything, but they just don't react at you. And it kind of mm, uh, I had some kind of crisis because of it. And the second run was really different. And I was more mm, I forgot the word. uh,
Experienced?
uh, Experience too, and also like I felt like I can do it, I can handle it, and I really tried to make it uh, to make it look better and just to work it, and I think it was more successful than the first one.
Not to mention, that first run, you were not nice to Ramona.
Okay.
Um, you were, you called Ramona an old woman and a granny.
Yeah, 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 and uh I said that there's this sand everywhere because of her. Um, in Russian, just we have this thing that if you are too old, you already uh, turn into ashes, maybe, and that was the joke in that promo.
When you have a moment like winning the title, the championship, is that a moment you take uh in that moment, or does it kind of come afterwards, like that happened?
Mm, I got what?
When you win the championship, is it does
Yeah.
that do you take in that moment in the moment, or does it kind of come afterwards, like, wow, I did that?
Um, Both maybe. Uh, in the ring, you're just really shocked and you can't believe it, but afterwards, uh, when you're starting to uh, when you're calming down, uh, you can finally realize that it's already happened. And I don't know, like uh, it's just different from the winning, like in the moment.
Okay. Now, can you tell us about your relationship with Kylie Devyn? It does seem very love-hate at times.
Yeah. Um, my old friend and also my old enemy. Uh, we had a huge storyline. There's a lot of between us. Uh, the um, Now she has something to deal with, and I'm not gonna get into it. But um, we're still friends, and I really like to work with her, and that's it.
You've had some intense matches with her, no?
Yeah, we had.
Um, you had one death match against each other. Can you tell us about that match?
Which one?
The Blood and Sand match?
Oh, the Blood and Sand one was uh, was made mostly for fun. Um, I asked her if she wants to do a match there. Um, she agreed just to do it with me only. She didn't want to work with anyone else uh, because you have to trust your opponent, really trust there, because it's more dangerous and everything. Um, and we just come up with a funny storyline that showing her uh, Blood and Sand. I'm preparing her for a match, and it was fun. And I'm really glad with how it came up. But the moment when she got a serious cut was unpleasant.
Okay. Now, can you tell us about the time you wrestled as Kylie and Kylie wrestled as you?
uh, I don't remember that.
Um,
I got it.
okay.
It was a Halloween show. I wasn't actually uh, in a Kylie's gimmick, but um, I just wanted to participate in that show for really hard, and I just decided to make a look that is completely different from my common at that time. And I just actually took my friend's these short pants and got a that uh, that top. I don't know, and this is how it came up. But I just gave my attire to Kylie to make a match, and actually, there was one more person who wore that attire after that,
Shamil.
and it was the it was the male wrestler Shamil, and it fits him. He looks really good in that costume.
How did you feel that it fit him?
I thought that he looks better than me, and I gave him this costume. I wore his attire too at the last show at our old training base.
And there was a time you wrestled as a parrot, no?
Who?
A parrot. The pajama match?
Oh, this one. This one was in Nizhny Novgorod city. The promotion is Volga Wrestling Assembly, as I know. The whole show was dedicated to one of our friends' birthday, and he booked the whole show. And of course, we wanted a women's match, but he said, like, feel free, do whatever you want. And we decided to make a pajama match. I don't remember honestly how we came up with it, but we did it, and I can tell that I'm proud with the match, but as I remember, it wasn't bad.
Was it difficult wrestling in that?
I guess no. I don't remember that I felt uncomfortable or something. It was kind of cozy.
Okay. Now, I'm hoping you can speak to this, and tell me, you had, an eventful train ride with Kylie Devyn once?
What?
You and Kylie was on a train and something happened?
On a train? If something happened, nothing bad, I guess. We had a lot uh, we had mm, a lot of good times, a lot of good time during our trips to other cities. A lot of things happened there. We got drunk, we got we were just acting as we are. And it could confuse some people around, but we really didn't care. I don't remember anything special about the train ride, but Yeah, I completely forgot if something happened.
Okay, no worries. Now, when it comes to wrestling, Russian wrestlers, as of now, there's no bigger wrestler currently than Masha Slamovich. Can you tell us about meeting Masha?
Um, she was nice, and I was really surprised that she's shorter than me.
Hmm.
um, we didn't talk a lot, but she really uh, easily fitted in our locker room, and it was it was okay. I remember that I asked her for a photo. I felt like a fan, but she said, uh, "Come on, we're wrestlers. We should take pictures uh, until someone died accidentally." So yeah, of course, let's take a picture. And we didn't talk too much.
More recently, Emi Sakura and Billion Aki stopped by. What was that like?
Yeah. Um, I'm really grateful to them for the experience that we had with them, um, because it was really uh, like life-changing experience. Um, we talked a lot about wrestling, about uh, the attitude that wrestlers had to their business, and it kind of gave me uh, a way where I can improve myself and improve my skills. Because sometimes, of course, you feel like you don't know where you could, what else can you improve. And I'm not perfect, of course. I mean that it's not, I thought I've done everything and I'm a great wrestler. No, sometimes you just need someone who can show you what else can you do. And the training session we had, and uh, all the communication we had there uh, taught me a lot. And also they're very nice people. uh, Sakura-san is like a nice granny. We showed them Moscow. We had some Russian food. They really liked everything, and I hope we will see them as soon as possible.
Would you like a match with Emi?
Yeah, of course. She's a she's a legend, and I still can't believe it that uh, I still can't believe that we met each other, because uh, when you start wrestling in Russia, you never even think that you will ever see someone from the world wrestling, and you kind of admit that probably you will never wrestle anywhere else except Russia, because it's just really expensive and hard now to go somewhere.
Right. Did meeting her make you feel like it was more possible to go out of Russia to other countries?
Yeah, I thought that uh, I felt like I actually can do it, and everything depends on me, mostly. And if I want to, I can go anywhere else. And this is the reason I actually started working on my merch, because I want to earn some money and then use it for my wrestling, for Russian wrestling, and I hope we will see some foreign guests again soon.
Great. Can you tell us about Harry Sweet?
Well, he's my brother. He's 1 year older than me, and that's why he started wrestling earlier than me. Because in Russia, I mean, in IWF, we have the restriction thing that you can't start. You can't start wrestling school until you're 18. And when we started training together, the promoter said that we have great chemistry together, and be we should be a team. But unfortunately, he came by his way and I by mine.
You had a death match with Harry, no?
Uh, that Halloween match,
Yes.
or uh, yeah, we had a match.
A
It was
sweet,
just
sweet hardcore match.
what?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I apologize, I cut you off. It was a sweet hardcore match.
yeah, it was. Uh, the rules were that we can only use uh something sweet as a weapon or just food. Um, of course, it was uh entertaining match, and it turned out great. I even rewatch it sometimes now, and I still enjoy it. I can really say that we have chemistry between each other, and I love working with him. And we had a chance to work with each other on Blood and Sand one more time. Uh, it was great too. I'm really glad to work with him uh, as his tag team partner and also as his opponent.
How does it feel to beat up your brother?
It feels great. Where else can you do it and he won't tell our mom?
Is it good to have family in pro wrestling with you?
Um, my relatives are not too much into wrestling, and uh, everyone who is Harry and my boyfriend, who is like a family member to me already. And yeah, I can say it's great because you have someone who supports you on your way.
Now, can you tell us about the Blood and Sand events and your love of Deathmatch Wrestling?
Um, well, uh, independent pro wrestling uh, was um, the first thing in indie wrestling I saw was a CZW match, and I thought for a long time, what do wrestlers actually think about before the match? Because I know that they are probably friends and everything. And how does it feel to cut your friend's face when you know that you're gonna just destroy them? And I was really happy when the Blood and Sand uh, came up. I don't know, uh, because um, the whole idea was um, very concerning. Um, Someone told that uh, it's dumb and we shouldn't do it, or that we should have some mats under the sand. Uh, and someone said that uh, if it will be bad, we can just say that it's a joke. Uh, but it turned out really great. The first shows were really uh, really disorganized. A lot of things went wrong. We didn't even had a doctor on the backstage. Um, but then uh, it became something more, and I believe the most part of my uh, foreign fans uh, had known me just as a deathmatch wrestler because no one actually cares too much about pro wrestling in Russia. No one knows that it exists, even in Russia. Um, and I'm really glad that uh, Alexei Chytrych made it happen. And I'm very proud to be actually uh, one of the first people who made the Blood and Sand match because the opener of the first show was our romantic dinner death match with Edward Rapping. I really love hardcore wrestling. I really love deathmatch wrestling. I had a promo video about that, and it speaks better than me. Why do I love deathmatch wrestling so much?
That was the video where you painted angel wings with blood, correct?
Yeah.
Is there anything you won't do in a death match?
Anything I what?
Is there anything you won't do in a death match? Like if is there any type of weapon that you will not take?
I'm actually still very afraid of barbed wire because I saw a lot of times how people got wrapped into it, and it always scares me a lot. I mean, uh, it's like a trap. You can leave your hair there. I don't want to lose my hair, and I don't know what else, but the first thing is barbed wire.
Okay. I think it's time for Piper's Bizarre Adventure. You are a pro wrestler that drives up and down the roads, and crazy, weird, and bizarre things can happen. Can you tell us a story that fits that description?
Well, uh, give me a sec. Um, I'm pretty sure that Kylie told you about the airport situation.
I don't believe she did.
Um, what?
I don't think so. Can you tell us?
Really? Uh, well, for some reason, uh, when we meet each other and when we spend some time together, we turn into just two dumbest things ever. And uh, it was in Yekaterinburg city. Uh, uh, we were drunk, of course, and we made it to an airport because we had to leave. And there we had to wait for a while, and we were looking for this waiting area. I don't know how is it in English. And the sign said that they this waiting thing is on the second floor, and I just saw steps to the second floor, and for some reason I asked her, can we use it to go up there? And she answered, uh, why the fuck would they build it here then? And we laughed a lot. Um, but yeah, I'm not usually getting into weird situations on the road.
Alright. Well, definitely a good story. And I think that's a good transition to my next question. And that is, can you tell us about your love of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure?
I really love the anime, the manga, and everything. I even have a tattoo on my shoulder, or on my back, I mean, with the Joestar's star.
That's awesome.
And it was my first. It's my first tattoo. I don't regret it, absolutely. Um, I just really enjoyed the story, the characters, and Araki is a genius.
Who is your favorite JoJo?
My favorite is Joseph.
Okay.
It's just funny.
And who's your favorite non-character named JoJo?
Well, I really like Kakyoin. I even had a Kakyoin haircut. And I really like the cars and the ACDC. All the Pillar Men are great.
Oh, definitely. Um, the first time I saw JoJo was the Pillow Men, the chariot race. So that's how I came into it. What's your
That's the great arc.
What is your favorite JoJo arc?
The second one with the Pillar Men. I believe it's the best.
I believe that's battle tactics or battle tendencies.
Yeah, maybe. I don't actually remember, but I really like that the Pillar Men actually have a real motivation. Like Dio that just wants to destroy Josters, and that's it. But the cars and the Pillar Men want to like obey all the humanity and everything. 说тебе. Give me a sec.
Mhm.
Sukun сын. Yeah, I really like the second one, but I really enjoyed the third too. I rewatched it 3 times maybe, and each time I cry at the end because uh, you already feel like all the characters are your friends, and you're so sad that the adventure is over, and Kakyoin is dead. What the hell?
Is there any other animes that you like?
Mm, mm, not too much. I really liked the the light guy who could uh, move using light and reflections. It was in the third arc too.
Oh, is there any anime other than JoJo's Adventure that you like, separate from JoJo?
Mm, okay. Uh, I don't know. I'm not too much into villains, or it's always hard to me to say that this one is my favorite. I I can enjoy everything, but uh, mm, I can like something in that one, or in other one. I like something else, and it's really hard to me to say that this one is my favorite uh, anime or uh, anything else.
Okay. Now, you said you have tattoos. Um, is there any
Yeah.
meaning to your tattoos?
Um, Not too much. I have a tiger on my left hand, which was made when I worked uh, at a tattoo studio, and a coworker of mine told that she wants to try uh, to do something using the colors, and I said, "Yeah, you're doing great things. You can use me as a model." And I just paid for a meal for her, and that was the price of tattoo. And on the other hand, I have a Hollow Knight related tattoo. It's one of my favorite video games.
Hmm. Well, tell us about your love of Hollow Knight.
Um, I just really liked the setting, like the world and the characters, and I really liked this depressive atmosphere in the game, that you're trying to save the world, but you don't know why, because even if you do something for saving it, all the characters just want to make everything stop, and they just go and die,
Right.
anyway. And yeah, I really liked the atmosphere mostly, and it impressed me so hard that I decided to make a tattoo.
Okay. Think it's time for the colossal question. Let's say they're making a movie about you. Every movie has a soundtrack. What would be the first 3 songs on your movie soundtrack?
Well, uh, uh, actually, uh, they already done a movie about me. It's not a like movie. It's just a video about uh, about my life, about me, and about my wrestling. But talking about soundtracks, first of all, I think that it would be uh, a track that was made for me, my uh, entrance music. It's uh, Ganbare by Pachan, made by uh, Yaroslav Dmitriev, who's our music maker in IWF. Um, he just made it by my request, and I really like how it turned out. It's a great thing. I'm not sure if it's available on the any platforms that are not Russian. I don't know. Uh, but also, uh, I would pick my ex entrance theme, which is Dododo, motion of mouth. She's a um, she's an electronic musician, pretty underground, and she's from Japan. She does music using two samplers, her voice, and usually bottle of beer. And it's actually pretty old, from early 2000s and late 90s. But you can actually find this soundtrack on YouTube. Find this track on YouTube.
Okay.
I would recommend to watch her live because I really liked the vibe, and it kind of affected my wrestling gimmick. Um, and also, I would say that it would be maybe original gore made by Russian rap performer. His nickname is Pussy Slayer, but he's also known as Slivko, or yeah, that's it. Uh,
Okay.
this track is pretty new, and actually, it has the music video. The music video was made on the Blood and Sand events, one of the events,
Hmm.
and he's one of my favorite performers, and I'm really glad to be on the cover of this music video.
Alright. Definitely three great songs. Now that we have the soundtrack, everybody knows you get the soundtrack first, then you write the script, and then you go to casting. Who plays Piper Sweet? And you can't say yourself because you will be making a cameo in this movie.
Mm, from the wrestling or
Anybody.
actors,
Actors, wrestlers, whoever you'd like.
I would like it to be my younger sister. I mean, we look similar, and we are pretty similar to each other. She's a wrestling fan too, and she's also a nerd, as I was in her age. Uh, and now she's 14, and I guess she would make it.
Okay. Now, every movie has a supporting cast. Who would be three people, with meaning to you in your story that would be in your movie? And who would be the people playing them?
That's the hard question. Um, well, uh, first of all, uh, uh, my boyfriend, of course, who's a wrestler too, and we've been together for more than 3 years already, and that's the great 3 years together. Uh, so I would pick him, and uh, I don't know who could play him. Maybe uh, Robert Pattinson,
Okay.
because we're very into the Twilight Saga. That's amazing. Um, Also, my one of my closest friends, uh, who's known as Richard Theodore Moon, also a Russian pro wrestler, uh, retired already, but he's a very, very wise man. I don't know. He knows a lot of things about Russian wrestling, just incredibly many things. And for me personally, he's a legend. Um, I don't know who would play him. Probably any bald guy. Uh,
Okay.
but I know that uh he would be uh he would be happy if I say uh God, I forgot his name. The uh the bold wrestler who retired mm, not too long not too long ago.
Kurt Angle?
He no, he was performing in AW,
Um,
but also in early uh WWE maybe too.
Bolt wrestler, Cesaro?
No, I can Google him. um,
I'm just curious.
he actually does the move that called uh angel wings,
Christopher
and
Daniels.
I- yeah.
Okay.
Uh, so yeah, and also Kylie, of course, because he affected my wrestling a lot, and we spend a lot of time together. So yeah. Um, but who could play her? I have no idea. Uh, she posted maybe you know this site which says who looks like you if you put your photo there from the celebrities.
Yes.
And she posted a screenshot from that site, and I think I could pick someone from that list.
Okay. Anyone specific?
uh no, I don't actually know too many uh actors.
Fair enough. Well, it is definitely sounding like a great movie. A blockbuster to say the least. And you could pre-order the tickets now. Now,
Yeah,
onto a controversial subject. Pineapple on pizza. Yes or no?
definitely yes.
So you like pineapple on pizza?
Yeah, sweet and sour works together just great. Not sour, salty. Yeah.
Alright. Um, what's your spirit Pokemon?
mm, I would say Lucha because he's a wrestler Pokemon.
Perfect. Weirdest question you'll be asked on a wrestling interview. Um, would you wrestle a Rock? Not Dwayne Johnson, an actual physical Rock.
It would be really funny. Why not?
Alright. Well, for context, there is a wrestler named Psycho Mike that wrestled a Rock for over 15 minutes in a Tungsten Man match. That's an Arn Man match that lasts for 2 weeks.
I will definitely take a look.
I can send it to you if you'd like.
Yeah.
Um, on a serious note, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Um, um, I don't actually know. I'm not planning uh, anything global because of the war in the world.
Right.
Um, yeah, and I'm just trying uh, to to live my best life right now, and but maybe I would really like to be uh, a wrestler who can uh, go anywhere I want. Uh, I would really like to just travel the world and perform everywhere because this is the best part of pro wrestling. Just traveling, meeting new people, and uh, getting new experience.
Now, if somebody didn't know who Piper Sweet was as a wrestler, what is a match of yours that you would recommend to them that shows off who you are as a pro wrestler?
Um, I would recommend more than one, maybe, but now I could say that it's three stages of hell with Kylie.
And can we find that on YouTube?
Um, as I remember, the link is in my uh this stories thing that lasts forever. I don't know. In my on my Instagram, you can find the link there.
Perfect. And you don't even have to go looking for it. I will grab that match from her Instagram. I will put the link in the description of the video below, both on YouTube and Castbox, for anybody that hasn't seen it, wants to see it, wants to re-see it after this interview. And since we are nearing the conclusion of this interview, we are wrestling with the 8 questions of doom. This is our speed round, our bonus round, the round where we see who you really are. Are you ready?
Okay.
Greatest wrestler of all time.
As I said, it's really hard to me to pick the favorite, but uh, I don't know. My personal favorite would be John Moxley. I don't know.
Worst wrestler.
Um, I would never mm, tell that somebody's the worst because I don't know them in person, maybe, and it's always it makes me feel uncomfortable to tell someone that they are the worst.
So you will be taking our default answer.
What is default answer?
You have chosen Eva Marie.
Okay.
You're main eventing WrestleMania for the World Championship. Who is your opponent?
I would really like to work with Charlotte.
Okay. If you could come out to anyone's entrance music, past or present, who would it be?
Let it be the Generation X music.
Sweet. Finish the sentence. Kayfabe is
Dead.
we would have also accepted taste great on toast. Squash. Vegetable or fruit?
I don't know what it is.
I can send you a picture of what a squash is. Apparently,
Let me Google it. I'm not sure if I ever seen it.
it kind of looks like a pumpkin.
Wash. What is that?
This is my question. Is it a fruit or is it a vegetable?
I would say that it's a vegetable.
It is a fruit.
Okay.
It has seeds, so it's the same logic as tomatoes. New Japan wrestler Taichi. His ring gear gets smaller every year, revealing more of himself to the world. My question, what is the appropriate trunks to butt cheek ratio for ring gear?
As long as the wrestler feels comfortable, and if their butt cheeks look good, then you can wear anything, strings if you want to.
Okay. And the last question, the main event, the thing everybody wants to know. Have you ever had a conversation with a stranger in a supermarket about Darby Allin?
No, I'm not sure that I've ever had a conversation in a supermarket with a stranger about wrestling.
And that's the correct answer. And that will conclude this interview. Thank you so much for coming on and doing this with me.
Thank you for inviting me. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And once again, where can we find you on social media?
Just Google Piper _ IWF and you can find all my social media pages.
And You don't have to go typing it into your Google machine. All of the links to all her social media will be in the description of the video below, both on YouTube and Castbox. Simply click the link. A new tab will appear on whatever device you are on. You have no excuse. Buy a damn shirt. Of course, thank you for listening. If you like what we're doing, please like, subscribe, comment, both on YouTube and Castbox. This was sponsored by Rogue Energy and Player One Coffee. Join us next Tuesday and Wednesday for new incredible interviews, and follow the show at Wrestling with E, both on X, Dread, and Instagram. For information on who we're interviewing, when we're interviewing them, links to those interviews, and so much more, follow me personally at JamesJ993. Alright, when I say wrestling with, you say entertainment, okay?
Okay.
For our very special guest, Piper Sweet, Calico Yacht, Scooter Dust, I'm James J, and this has been Wrestling with
Entertainment.
Hey folks, this is the Colossal Mike Law, and you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment. Enjoy the show, support these guys. We appreciate it very much. We'll see you at ringside.